Hey all, welcome back to another Duel Links video, and today I wanted to showcase the deck that I mostly used in the KC Cup of this February 2018. Now this wasn't my only other deck I used. I also used Extra Tilt, the one that Guns Blazing actually featured, with a few other texts like Burning Land I added in, as well as Gladiator Beast. I felt Gladiator Beasts were really common on the ladder, and I really didn't like doing the mirror matches, so then I kind of stayed away from using Gladiator Beast. But let's actually just check out my ranking, because I think they're finally up. Yeah, the results are in. There we are. Yes, I finished on top 17,000. I don't remember what the ranking rewards are, but I don't see any here. But yeah, that's what I finished. I didn't go too hard. I just played a little bit on the second last day of the KC Cup, and that's how far I got. Alright, and let's actually just check out the deck now. Alright, and here is my deck. This is the Saffira Angels deck I was using in the KC Cup. So I only have 2 Saffira, but I've seen people only run 2. I've seen people run 3, but I think 2 is enough at least. I don't want to see this all that often, but it is nice to see, so I think 2 is a minimum that you should play. And basically this is an awesome card, because if a light monster was tributed from the hand or deck to the graveyard, the turn this was while this is up, you actually get to activate one of its effects, and it has some pretty powerful effects like draw 2 cards and discard 1 card, discard a random card from your opponent's hand, or add a light monster from your graveyard back to your hand. So that's a great way for you to recycle your Dakini if you've already used up your Dakini. Maybe discard the 1 card your opponent has left in their hand, or maybe your hand's looking a little lackluster and you might want some more resources. You can draw 2 cards and then discard maybe a useless card that you have in your hand at the time. So yes, that is a very powerful card. But the most powerful card in the deck, I would still say, is the Cyber Angel Dakini. Of course, that's why it is at the 2 ranking on the Forbidden and Limited list. So you can only play 1 Dakini and 1 Machine Angel Ritual, or 2 Dakinis or 2 Machine Angel Rituals. So I chose to do the ratio of 1 and 1. I like that. I like having the Dakini. You can definitely recycle it using your Saffira, so you can still get the Dakini back, but it's not, you can't do the broken Machine Angel Ritual double play, but I valued having Machine Angel Ritual in the deck too much to kind of cut that out. And Cyber Angel Dakini, when it is Ritual Summoned, your opponent actually has to select one of their monsters they control and send that to the graveyard. So it's non-destruction, it's not being targeted, they just send it. It's super broken. And that's why I love Cyber Angel Dakini so much, and that's also why I hate playing against it so much. But of course it's very susceptible to Econ take plays, but I'm seeing not many people play Econ in the top ladder as much anymore, so I think that this effect can go off a lot more frequently. Also, if any ritual monster you control attacks as a defensive monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. This is absolutely great. And then at the very end of the turn, once per turn, you can actually target one ritual monster or one Machine Angel Ritual in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. Very powerful. Definitely, I think you should be running one of these. And I like the ratio that I have with 1 and 1. Next up, we have the 1 copy that you can get of Cyber Angel Edatin. Now Edatin's awesome because it searches a ritual spell when it's ritual summoned, and if it's tributed, you can make all ritual monsters you control gain 1000 attack and defense. So it's actually a pretty easy way of returning Edatin back to the hand repeatedly and gaining that 1000 boost to all your ritual monsters, which really makes Cyber Angel Dakini like 3700, sometimes even 4700 if you have to combo off a couple times, and a 3500 Saffira, and very hard to get over with all the ritual protection we have going on in the deck as well. And then of course we run the 3 Cyber Angel Bentons. Benton is awesome because it allows you to search for a light fairy monster when it is distributed. And you know, the 1800 attack isn't great. I have used it in battle a couple times, but mostly it's just fodder for your Saffira or your Edatin, and then it just allows you to search maybe one of your searchers out, like Senju or Cyber Petite Angel, or even any of your other cards, really, because they're all fairies except for Saffira. And because Saffira is not a fairy is the reason why I think Senju is an awesome card you should be playing. And if I had a 3rd copy, I would probably be playing it too, because Senju is actually your way of searching out Saffira. Because this card just allows you, when it's summoned, you can add any ritual monster from your deck to your hand. So that's your search for Saffira 9 times out of 10. And then for all other searching purposes, we have Cyber Petite Angel. When this card is summoned, you can add one Cyber Angel monster or Machine Angel Ritual from your deck to your hand. So that's really awesome. And I don't play any Sonic Birds because we play so many ritual spells as it is, and you want to save your summon searches for Cyber Petite Angel, which actually equals using itself level 2 and a level 6, and can still allow you to fish out that Machine Angel ritual, which is why I like to run one of them. Now here's a tech card that I don't see a lot of people playing, and I think it's actually really good, is Dark World Duel Links. So this card actually allows you to fuel up your hand while fueling up your graveyard. And both those are big resources for the Saffira Angel deck. You can get Hymalite in the graveyard, or you can get some different ritual monsters that you need to get in the graveyard so that you can use Machine Angel Absolute Ritual, or if you just want to, thin out your deck because you need another card in your starting hand. So I like to play Dark World Duel Links, and I might even bump this up to 2 if I had to, but of course this is a card I got from the collection box, just because I wanted to get a third Sphere Kuriboh, and I actually got to Dark World Duel Links instead. So I'm not sad about that, and I do like using this as a tech card. Next up, and I'm not too sure if this is the most optimal thing, I like running 3 Machine Angel Absolute Rituals because I have no other searches for it. I like to see this card a lot, but I might even drop this down to 2 for another card, like possibly another Senju or Dark World Duel Links. This basically allows you to use monsters from your graveyard and your field and shuffle them back in your deck to summon a ritual monster from your hand, and that's really awesome because that's a great way of recycling, keeping your deck alive. But it does have to be the exact level, so that kind of makes it challenging at times, and of course this can't be used to summon out Saffira. But then we get to Hymalite. Now this card is awesome. It's like Machine Angel Ritual 2.0. If a ritual monsters you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card instead. So that's awesome, but it can only be used to ritual summon Saffira, which is why I just found 3 copies of this. I like getting this card in the graveyard all the time, especially with Saffira's draw 2 then discard 1 effect. You can actually just discard another Hymalite to keep your graveyard alive, for that's all the protection that this deck offers, is the graveyard spell protection. And then like I said, I use Machine Angel Ritual at 1. This can be used to ritual summon any Cyber Angel, it doesn't have to be the exact levels, and it would protect a ritual monster by banishing itself from the graveyard. And then I have the 1 lone Sprite's Blessing, and this card can be used to ritual summon any light ritual monster, but you also have to tribute monsters whose total levels equal exactly the level of the ritual monster. So just like the Machine Angel Absolute Ritual, but you can actually use this to summon out Saffira. So I think this is my most optimal build, and because a lot of people see balance, they're like, oh, this is probably Gladiator Beast, because I use balance, my skill, I think that's the best. And then they see the extra deck, they're like, oh, it's probably Gladiator Beast, and they go all out on turn 1 or something like that, and they don't realize that it's actually, oh, it's Cyber Angels. So that's why I like using that little trick. It doesn't fool everybody, but it fools some people. And I just want to talk more about the skill balance. I like balance because it usually gets you 2 monsters in your hand and 2 spell cards in your hand, which is probably the key ratio I would like to see in every starting hand. I was playing this with Restart, and then I decided no, I still have the chance of bricking too much. I like balance more, and that's what I've been sticking with. Alright, and without any further ado, let's go check out this deck in action. I got some awesome replays saved that we can showcase just how powerful this deck truly is. Alright, so this is actually with the deck that I had with Restart, and this is why. Like, see, I had four spell cards in the hand, and then it shows your opponent that, which obviously isn't great. You don't want to usually see that. But then I did Restart into a great opening hand. Well, one of the better ones, I would say. Gets you 2 Hylites in the graveyard, gets you another Search off of Benton, gets your Saffira out, it's awesome. And as you can tell, this looks like a burn deck, because who really plays Suijin unless you're playing a burn deck? So I then draw 2 cards and discard 1. That might not have been the best choice, but I wanted to refuel my hand for next turn. Which wasn't actually a bad call, because now I can get my Dakini out, which is going to be super key, because I can only imagine that this is going to be a troublesome card there. And this is also why I love Machine Angel Absolute Ritual. Plus you do have a lot of Edatin Benetton's choice there. Oh, Mirror Wall, that's right. That actually stops me from going in like that. But he doesn't realize that this is still going to hurt him a lot there. And then I just used Dakini to get Edatin back into the hand, because I like Edatin in hand a lot. Alright, so we can only imagine that that's one of the Gate Guardian pieces there, so we want to prepare ourselves the best we can. Alright, so we got our Edatin, and this is going to allow us to search for another card. Now, we're going to use Hymalite again, and this is going to really power boost all our cards. So we bring out the next Saffira. Now we got 2 on the field, and Edatin's effect is going to go off, powering them all up by 1,000, which is super insane. This is pretty crazy because I actually used that to flip it into attack position, so my card would have normally been destroyed. But then Hammer Light obviously protects it, and I go in for the direct, and I got two 3,500 monsters just going at them. So that was that, and that's a great indication of how powerful this deck is and how versatile it is against even a burn matchup like this more degenerative burn. Alright, so we're going up against a Dino deck. Now, Dinos are super versatile and super fun to play. I did play one of them. I used Dinos for like 2 matches. Won one, lost one. I'm like, it's okay. I'm just going to stick with something I know a little better. So once again, we're easily able to get out our Saffira with the search. I'm loving the balance skill. This is the first match I did with the balance skill, actually. And I was like, wow, this is much more convenient. Plus, if I was going second, for say, they wouldn't know what I was playing, which was something that I was really looking forward to. So not a super strong opening board, but we did get Saffira out, and we were able to draw 2 cards and then just discard our Hammer Light for more protection. Okay, so we used a Parallel Twister, and I'm like, no, that ain't gonna stick there. I'm gonna get rid of my card right. And then he actually goes in with the Super Rush, and I go, no, I'm gonna use another Hammer Light. And then he just flat out surrenders because he goes, oh, well, I just screwed the pooch there. Alright, so we're both using balance here. He gets to go first, and as you can tell, it's already Gladiator Beast. So he doesn't know he could be the mirror match, but no, it's not the mirror match. I am using Saffira Angels. And I actually was able to get out my Saffira to the hand right away, which is pretty awesome. And I'm actually going to use it. I know, but that was the best play I could have made to try and get out my Dakini right away, because there's no way for Dakini to get out with those 2 ritual spells I had. And of course he does have the Super Rush and the Impendable Battle, so he really got it all going on there. And of course I'm going to use my ritual spell to keep my card safe. And he's smart enough because he used his Impenetrable Battle. Alright, so now the Murmillo comes out, and I'm actually going to protect again. And then I will use that to discard the 1 card from his hand. So now he's only got that Gladiator Beast out and 1 face down card. But it's another Impenetrable attack, and it's like, oh no. Here it goes again. So he's going to keep his card safe, and then he's going to bring out Liquari. So of course my Senju is no longer safe from that. That's fine. But I'm just going to tag out again, and this time the Murmillo comes out, and the destruction of my Saffira. Yeah, you betcha. But then I actually draw the Cyber Petite Angel, which is perfect. I'll move the Ben 10 to my hand. I'll use the Machine Angel Absolute Ritual, because don't forget, Ben 10 is about the only card left in my deck that would be of any use. So yeah, I bring up Ben 10 just like that. And he has it again, the sly guy. So he's going to be able to swap out that once again. And he's going to go ahead and destroy my face down card. But what he doesn't know is he actually just gave me another bit of protection. Because I wanted him to go for something like that, so that I could do this play right here. Protect my card, and then still have his card get destroyed. And he takes a little bit of burn damage instead, so now he's in a top deck situation with really nothing to protect himself. I just go in. He's down to 100 life points. But this time he's got the mirror wall, he's got nothing, he just goes and suicides right in. There we go. That was a perfect Gladiator Beast matchup. Alright, and we have our mirror match of the day. So this is someone else playing Saffira Angels, and that music is awesome. So we drew pretty well. We're going to be able to get out our Saffira right away, which is pretty key, because going second is probably the best thing you can do with Machine Angel Ritual and everything that I'm going to build again into my hand. Let's just see how we do it. So we got Dakini out, so we're just going to go for the OTK right away, because we have everything we need. Plus we'll get another search off Ben 10, which is pretty crazy, and our Dakini will come straight out. And we'll use Dakini's effect. This is going to put us in a position that we can easily win, and if we didn't win, we'd have a Senju for next turn. That's why going second, it can really rely on a coin toss for sure. So there we go, that is my Saffira Angels deck, and it's powerful. I get that it's not it's not too great to play against, and I totally understand that, but this was a tournament of top ranking decks. I played the best deck I could assemble. I hope you enjoyed watching. Hope this video was somewhat informative, somewhat enjoyable for you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, make sure to leave them down below, and I'll be sure to answer them as quickly as I can to the best of my ability. Hope to see you next time, and as always, peace.